What's good, Relocation Football League fans? Week 17, the final week of the RFL season, and Season 2 is still continuing. And we got ourselves a really good matchup here in the AFC North between the Shamrocks and the Thunderbirds. Welcome to Toronto, home of the Thunderbirds here, as this is a crucial game for them. They have the home field advantage, and they have a shot to be in the RFL playoffs in their first season in the RFL. I mean, this is just a huge game on all levels. Of course, the Thunderbirds are expected to get this win over the Shamrocks. They beat the Shamrocks before this season, but in a game where it counts, anything can happen. This team playing with nothing to lose, so you know the Shamrocks are going to come out here guns blazing. Of course, the Shamrocks earlier have made the decision to start the quarterback, Kel Brom. They felt that the rookie draft pick that they picked up that was submitted, Jake McCurdy, couldn't get the job done. Of course, he was injured for most of the season. Tried to come back the last about 2 weeks ago, and ever since then, they just have not put him right back in the rotation. What's good, Buggy Ball? The Thunderbirds record, though, coming into this game is 10-6. It's 10-5. What am I saying? So this is why this is a big game. If they win, they are automatically going to qualify and take the wild card spot away from the Marshals. And this is a big game for the Marshals too. The Marshals, in order for the Marshals to get into the playoffs, they need both the Thunderbirds and the Lancers to lose. But of course, we all know Shamrocks, compared up to the Thunderbirds, not quite really that much of a great matchup. We already know Thunderbirds is the better team, and they have the opportunity of a lifetime here in front of them if they can knock off the Shamrocks. But with all that being said about both teams, man, let's just get straight into it. Here in Toronto, we got the Thunderbirds taking on the Shamrocks. So on the opener, it's going to be the Thunderbirds kicking it off to Dublin, as the Shamrocks going to get this one way in the back of the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So they're going to start out offensively at the 25-yard line, and out comes starting quarterback Kel Brom. As I said, they have announced him to be the starter now. As you can see from the stats, not all that great, but they felt he played a lot better than the rookie out of Southern Miss, Jake McCurdy, so they decided to go with Kel Brom. Let's not forget about the game he had earlier in the season. I believe when he played up against the Lancers, threw for over 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. And ever since then, though, he hasn't been the same quarterback. But here we go. First down and 10 at the 25. They're going to run the ball. Here goes Cornell Mickens trying to lower the shoulder. What's good, Awesome Crocodile? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And Cornell is not going to be able to plow through the defender, but he does pick up a couple of yards there. It's second down. Shotgun once again for Brom, as he's got 2 receivers out to the right side. They're going to go with some play action here. Blitz is sent by the Thunderbirds, and it gets there. The safety, Donnell, coming up huge with that sack, and it's now 3rd and 14. And one thing I could say about Donnell, man, he has just been an absolute beast as of late, the past couple of weeks for the Thunderbirds. He's been making some huge plays on that defensive side of the ball, and there he is at the start of this game here on the opening drive for the Shamrocks. He comes up with a sack, and hopefully his team can come up with this victory. They want nothing more than to get this divisional win and get into the playoffs. This is a double win for them if they can get it. 3rd down and 14. Here goes Kel Brom looking, checks it down. It's Cornell Mickens, and that's not going to be enough for a first down. It'll bring up 4th, and the Thunderbirds defense gets it done. As once again, Donnell was on the tackle, wraps him up, and it's now 4th and 3. So out here is the punting unit. The punter awaiting the snap here, looking to boot this one as far as he can downfield. And he got it off, and it's a little bit short. He's kicking against the wind. And here goes the return. He'll get it out past the 35, just out to the 36. So coming out onto the field, rookie sensation out of Oregon. It's LC3, Leonard Corbin III. A fantastic season he's had. 19 touchdown passes, 9 interceptions, over 2,000 yards passing. Of course, he's been injured for a good amount of the season, but even though he's missed some time, he's been an excellent quarterback here in his rookie season for the Thunderbirds. It's going to be a handoff, and there goes Ronnie Nickens, looking a little slow here at the start of this game as he gets the carry and gets a couple of yards. And let's talk about this offense of the Thunderbirds, man. This offense drafted some rookies in the RFL draft, the first ever RFL draft a season ago, and there goes a couple of them. Ronnie Nickens, Malcolm McDaniels, DeAndre Can, and of course, as we talked about, the quarterback LC3, Leonard Corbett III, making up this offense, and this offense has been one of the best in the league. Second down and 8, they go right back with Ronnie Nickens, and he just loses 2 yards. So the defense so far looking like they're trying to just plug up the running game, and they don't want Ronnie Nickens to get off to a hot start. So a 2-yard loss puts them right back where they started. It's 3rd and 10 at the 36. There goes LC3 looking to pass, takes a shot deep, and it goes out of the hands of Connor. Tries to take a shot, and had he been able to complete that, that would have been a big first down, but the Shamrocks defense stepping up, making a play, and getting a 3-and-out as well. So now the Thunderbirds going to have to punt it right back to the Shamrocks. And that was a great play on the ball by Middleton. He was on top of him the whole way, and DeMarcus Middleton able to get his hands in that throwing lane, makes a play, and now they're going to have to punt it here. He said, "Do my school have a pro day?" I'm pretty sure we do though. And here goes a punt. It's blocked by the Shamrocks, and it's going to be scooped up, and it's going to go for a score. The Shamrocks are on the board first. That's Gary with the scoop and score for the Shamrocks, and they're going to put up the game's first points thanks to the special teams. And the punter right there just not handling the snap well, taking too long to get it off, and it gets scooped up, and the Shamrocks take the early lead here. If the Thunderbirds lose this game, Crocodile, then they are out of the playoffs, and they're just going to have to call it a season, and they're going to drop to 10-6. And right now, it's not looking good for them. Their defense came out hot. Their offense didn't. They had to punt it away, and the special team of the Shamrocks makes a play and gets a special teams touchdown. So that extra point good, and the Shamrocks are up 7-0 here in the start of this first quarter. That right there is going to definitely give the Shamrocks some momentum in this game early on. And the kickoff goes to the Thunderbirds, really short as he'll field it at about the 17. Nice juke move, and they blow him up. But he hangs on, and he gets out past the 30. And the offense is going to have good field position after that 15-yard return by Permelli. Well, the offense couldn't get a first down the last time, a 3-and-out, and their punt gets blocked for a touchdown. Let's see what they can do here. Setting up a wide receiver screen and a nice touchdown-saving tackle right there. I don't think anybody would have caught Connor off the edge had he been able to get to that outside. That's going to just be a 6-yard gain after the tackle was made by Tatum. Nice gain. Now it's 2nd down and 4. LC3 going to hand it off, and once again, Ronnie Nickens not off to a good start. 3 carries, 0 yards rushing so far. Here's a look at the defense of the Shamrocks. This hasn't been the most solid group of the team, but of course their captain, someone to highlight, middle linebacker Stephen Daly, number 51. He makes a lot of big plays, and he is pretty much the anchor of this defense. Tackle was made by John Morris in the last play for no gain, and now it's 3rd and 4. All in the backfield by himself is LC3. He's going to look to throw here, and he misses an open target. And he had him coming right across wide open on the drag route, and that's a pass you just simply cannot miss. Wide open, just a 5-yard route. Of course, we know that those drag routes and things like that are a difficult pass to complete. But right there on a crucial 3rd down, you got to be able to make that connection. And so here they are putting it away back to the offense of the Shamrocks as this one goes in the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First down and 10 at the 20 for Kel Brom in the offense of the Shamrocks. Offset I formation. And let's see what they'll do. First play, they're going to go with some play action. He's got some time. Great protection and just gets the ball off as pressure gets there. He had a lot of time, though, in the pocket. No receiver was able to make themselves available to throw it to. So that's going to be second down. And here's a look at the Shamrocks offense. Key player to highlight here in this game, Cornell Mickens, number 38, the running back, makes a lot of big plays for the Shamrocks, and that's pretty much who they base their offense off. If they can get the ground game going, this becomes a much tougher offense to stop. And on a still look to pass here, though, Brahms once again with some good solid protection, but it closes down as Fanani comes through with a sack and a loss of 8 yards to bring up 3rd and 18. And once again, I mean, look at that. He's got time. He's getting time in the pocket, actually. The offensive line doing a good job protecting. Of course, he still got sacked, but it's the fact that he had to hang on to the ball because there was nobody on the receiving end getting themselves wide open. So now that brings up 3rd and 18. This is a tough situation. There's not that many plays in the playbook that's going to get you this type of yardage. There goes play action, looking to probably take a shot play, and he's getting hawked down, and down he goes back to back. This time it's Nick Mangum, the defensive end, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Already 3 sacks in the first quarter for the Thunderbirds. And he just absolutely chased him down and brought him for another huge loss. That one's going to be a loss of 5, and the Shamrocks once again going to have to punt it away. So good solid defense. There goes the punt by the Shamrocks. This one high into the air. He's got some blockers, so he's going to be able to return it. And they'll have excellent field position for the offense as they'll start out in the Shamrocks territory at the 38. So this offense hasn't been able to pick up a first down yet, but here they are at the 38-yard line. They've got to take advantage. Counter run play, and here goes Ronnie Nickens as he powers his way inside the 35 for a nice gain. That's going to bring up 2nd. It doesn't seem like Ronnie Nickens here in this game so far is running with the authority and the speed that we're used to seeing him run. He seems a little bit slower here in this game. Gain of 5, and it's 2nd down now for LC3 and the Thunderbirds. They're going to go with play action. He's rolling out, and he takes a sack. Cannot find anybody open downfield, and that's going to be another sack here in this game. A lot of sacks here already early, and the Thunderbirds are facing now a 3rd and 12. Look to throw it here with LC3. He'll take a shot, intercepted by the Shamrocks, and they are going to have possession at the 38. This is a big game, like I said, for the Thunderbirds, but it sure enough doesn't look like it is to them the way that they are playing. I mean, the offense is just looking terrible, and there goes a 10th interception thrown by number 10, LC3. Try to throw this out route. I mean, the linebacker was all over that, and he still made the decision to try to make that throw. I don't know what he thought was going to happen, but it ends up getting picked, and back out onto the field comes the Shamrocks number 10. As we've seen today, he hasn't had that much success in the pocket either. I mean, he's been not really having a chance to throw it. He's been getting sacked all over the place, as you can see here from these highlights. The offensive line actually giving him some time, but the receivers are not helping him out at all. Nobody just seems to be open for him, and he just needs to hope that his receivers can make themselves more available. It just seems that the coverage is just too good so far here at the start of this one by the Thunderbirds. First down, they'll run with Mickens, and here he is with a running lane juke move backwards. He should have most likely just ran straight up the field. He actually jumped back and ended up not picking up the first down. And he could have probably broke that one for a touchdown, though. Still a nice run, and now it's 2nd down and inches here for the Shamrocks. There's a handoff to Mickens again, and they're having success on the ground so far. So most likely on this drive, they'll look to run the ball a little bit more. Trips out to the left side of the offense here for the Shamrocks, and the gun is Brom. They'll run Mickens again. So far, a heavy dose of running. He gets it inside the 45 and moving the ball pretty good here. already on the board thanks to their special teams getting a block punt return for a touchdown. And if they can go up by two scores here over the Thunderbirds, that's going to be big. And there goes a handoff once again, and Cornell Mickens diving forward, and he gets to the 38. So now it's third down for the Shamrocks. Here's a look at the opposing defense. The Thunderbirds, we already know they have themselves a solid defense. Their defensive end, Fanani and Mangum, absolute beasts off the edge. This offensive line is definitely going to have to do a good job of containing them. And what about the corners here? Gary and Morincola for the Thunderbirds, as good as corners as there is in the league, and they always compete with the best of receivers and do a pretty good job. What's good, Jimmy? What's good, Preston? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And look at this run. They try to hand the ball off to Mountain, the backup running back, on third down, and he gets stopped inches short as William Norman comes up with a huge shot to bring up fourth. So now the Shamrocks punting it away. Don't want to risk anything. They're already up, and they'll get it at the 11-yard line. So a really good punt there for the Shamrocks, and that's really going to help out their defense. So coming back out onto the field is the offense of the Thunderbirds. Last time they were out on the field, they threw an interception. The drive before that, they couldn't get a first down, and their block ended up getting blocked for a touchdown. And now they're down 7-0, backed up here at the 11-yard line. Pistol formation for LC3. Going to run the ball here, though, and look, he's got some good blocks, and here goes Ronnie Nickens down the right sideline, and a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets it way across midfield for a huge gain. And that's going to set up 1st and 10 across midfield at the 46. So that was a huge run, some key blocks there for the Thunderbirds, opened up a lane for him, and this is where I said he's got to have these runs like this. Came out a little sluggish here at the start of this one, but solid run right there. So a huge first down pickup is 1st and 10 at the 46. In the gun is LC3. They'll go with the ground game again, and there's not really much there for Nickens to get, as he'll get to the 48 for just a short gain of 2 yards. So they're moving down the field, definitely thanks to Ronnie Nickens' long run. There they go, setting up the play action, looking to throw, and he goes down. Sacked off the edge by Poteet, and that's going to bring up now 3rd and 13. A lot of sacks we're seeing here in this first quarter, a total of 5. And the offensive lineman just not doing a good job there. As you could see him off to the left side, just getting beat. Poteet slaps him around. And that's a huge sack right there for the Shamrocks, as Brian Poteet able to bring him down for a loss. So with that sack, it's 3rd and 13. Shotgun here, LC3 looking to throw, and he almost gets sacked again. Almost instant pressure from the defensive line. And LC3 looking a little bit rattled in the pocket. It looks like he's moving too fast towards the outside and not really helping out the offensive lineman much when he's doing that, because it's easy for a defensive end to shed and get to the outside around the lineman to be able to make a tackle. And right there, he almost gets sacked back to back. And so Toronto punts it off again. This one sails all the way in the back of the end zone, actually through the goalpost. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 20 for Cale Brown and the Shamrocks. The defense doing a good job, not giving up any touchdowns so far for the Thunderbirds. We know how explosive their offense has been this season, but so far, the Shamrocks still holding on to their lead. Cornell Mickens, a nice run right there, delivering a good stiff arm for some extra yardage, and it's Donnell on the tackle after a gain of 6. There goes 2nd down. They're going to run it, and Cornell Mickens At best, just going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 3rd and 4. This defense needs to come up. But more importantly, this offense of the Thunderbirds so far, a no-show in this first quarter. And they've just been making some boneheaded mistakes. Of course, we're seeing it from the rookie LC3 throwing a pick and everything. But hopefully they'll get themselves together. Like I said, huge game for them. There goes Kel Brom taken out of the pocket, and that's going to be a penalty. Definitely crossed the line of scrimmage before he threw that one. Yep, a legal forward pass, and he was better off just taking off out of the pocket and getting the first down. And that was just not a smart decision right there. It brings up a loss of a down as well, so it's going to be 4th down, and they'll have to punt it and be backed up 5 yards. So really lucky play made right there. Really lucky penalty for the Thunderbirds right there. Now the Shamrocks booting this one back up to the offense of the Thunderbirds. Nice juke move, and he'll get it out to about the 46-yard line for a nice return. And so LC3 coming back out onto the field. He's had some trouble. He's been sacked quite a few times. He's thrown an interception, and he hasn't been able to get his offense quite moving yet through the air. First down, they're going to run it, and that's going to be Nickens getting it to about the 49-yard line. Looks like he'll pick up about 4. Now bring up 2nd down here for the offense. And from what I'm seeing so far, the ground game of the Thunderbirds, for the most part, other than that long run that he had, they've been keying in on just shutting down this running attack of the Thunderbirds. And let's see what they'll do here on 2nd down. They'll look to throw it in a off-the-mark pass. LC3, I guess, feeling the heat of the pressure. And LC3 is 1 for 6 right now as far as completions. He's been really off target here in this game. And that was a quick throw out, and that was nowhere around his intended target. Try to get that one out to Connor, and it hits the dirt incomplete. Big 3rd down here. Here goes LC3 throwing on the move. He's got a receiver, but that is not going to be a first down, as Tremaine Scrine did not get to the first down marker. And that's going to be another gain of 6 on his 2nd completion on the day, and that's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to have to once again punt it. This offense is looking not the same as what we're used to seeing as of late. There goes a nice quality punt. This one going to pin them inside the 10. And they'll be now at the 6-yard line, so German's going to help out the offense right there and pin them right near their own end zone. So the defense, is going to be able to make some plays, hopefully, and get the ball right back to their offense. This defense has been on the field a lot. This offense of the Thunderbirds just haven't been active. If they get a chance to, if they come out on top of this game, they get a chance to be in the playoffs, they do not want to come out like how they've been coming out here in this game. Excuse me. And look at this one, almost intercepted, and that should have been intercepted. There was 3 guys who got to touch the ball there. That bounced off of almost everybody's head around this vicinity, and it falls incomplete somehow. But that's going to bring up 2nd down now for the Shamrocks. An ugly game here we're seeing. What's good, Dustin? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Definitely should be a good one, but right now it's looking like an ugly game. Like I said earlier, they're just making a lot of mistakes here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 10. Here's a handoff, and it'll be to Cornell Mickens. He'll get it to the 10-yard line for a gain of 4. Now it's 3rd and 6. So all this holiday food is giving me explosive. Wow. That's crazy. There goes a play action, a shot, and this one off the mark. Goes out of bounds. That was great coverage. But that's going to end the first quarter. A score on the board only for the Shamrocks, and it was thanks to a blocked punt attempt that got taken back for a touchdown. But other than that, these offenses haven't been taking care of the ball. So we'll start the second quarter with the Shamrocks punting it away once again to the Thunderbirds. Really good solid punt here. Definitely has the wind working with him. And he'll get it out past the 45 at about the 48. So a really good return there. Had some space to work with because of the depth of the kick from the wind. But Permelli, going to set up his offense yet again in some good field position at the 48. LC3 so far, he's really been struggling. His defense of the Shamrocks have been getting constant pressure. He's been sacked multiple times. And he's thrown an interception on the day. It just seems he's not the same as he's been all season so far. There's a handoff, and there goes Roddy Nickens running straight through the safety, and that's going to be a first down. Huge run right there, and I knew it was about time that a run like that from Nickens was going to happen. And that touchdown saving tackle right there. So it's first down and 10 at the 32. Why not go right back to Nickens as he carries Shamrock's defenders inside the 25, getting it to the 23. Gain of 9. What's good, Dreon? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Second down and 1, play action. Here goes a throw, and he misses him. Wide open on the wheel route. I mean, I've never seen this many incomplete throws from LC3 at the start of a game all season. I don't know what's going on. Coach is seeing it like, what is your problem so far? I mean, he just hasn't been able to connect with his receivers, and they've been wide open. Just a yard to get, and they'll go with some read option. This is where he's good at. Juke move by LC3. It's a first down, but it's also a flag thrown on the field. And it's illegal blocking in the back by the offense. And because of that, it's going to be a repeat of third down, and it will be 3rd and 5 now instead at the 27. So here goes LC3 looking to try to pick up the first down. He's got the connection to Tremont Scrine, and I believe he's got a first down for Toronto, and yes, he does. So a nice completion there. That's his second reception of the day. 3rd completion for LC3. First and 10 at the 22-yard line. In the gun is LC3. He's going to hand it off, and here goes a wide open hole for Nickens to run through, and he'll get a decent gain of 7. And with that carry, he's got 10 carries for 80 yards, so he's been running the ball extremely well as of late, especially here on this drive, excuse me. Gonna go right back to Nickens, and the defense gonna wrap him up. That's going to be no gain. Actually, he'll lose a yard on the play. Brian Proteet, the defensive end who got a sack earlier, in on the initial contact there. And this defense trying to get the stop here, not trying to allow any touchdown to be scored to have them tie this game up. So let's see what they'll do. Crucial third down here for both sides. A little audible play calling going on for LC3. 3rd down and 4. Here goes LC3 throwing on the move, and he's got a first down. And that's one thing he's been doing so far, is moving around in the pocket, throwing while he's moving. That's Bowen who makes the reception, but it hasn't really been working out too great for them, but it works out there. Nice angle route out of the backfield. And that's going to set up now 1st and goal for the Thunderbirds. So 1st and goal here at the 3-yard line. Can they get in the end zone? 3 receivers out to the left side of the offense, and a false start going to back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Driving down the field good, and you get a false start like that. Gotta feel some type of way. I know the coach gotta be scratching his head after that. 1st down and goal at the 8. Shotgun for LC3. He's going to look to throw, and he's got a completion on a slant route as he'll get it to the 2-yard line for a gain of about 6. And that's Connor. He's been a target so far here of LC3. 2 catches. Second down and goal after the 6-yard pickup. And once again in the gun is LC3. In the backfield is Malcolm McDaniels. Here's a run, and he's trying to fight for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. So now they have an opportunity to kick the extra point and tie this game up at 7. A great drive right there for Toronto. I can't wait for Madden 18 gameplay too, man. Definitely still been working on sliders, and they look to be working so far. But look at that run right there. Another rookie draft player that the Thunderbirds have right there, like I was talking about, out of Florida State. Malcolm McDaniels, the 4th, getting a carry and getting in the end zone for 6. And here goes the extra point to tie this game up at 7. Let's see if he can hit it. And it's good. So we got ourselves a 7-7 ball game here. And Toronto, as the home team, has put together a great drive. And now let's see what their defense can do. Big game here for Toronto. They have the home field advantage. If they win this game, the Marshals are out of the wild card spot. They will not have a postseason, and they will be in. So this is a huge game. They've beaten the Shamrocks before, and if they can do it again, it's really going to help them out. First and 10 here for Kel Brom in the Shamrocks offense. Gonna run, and here goes Cornell Mickens. Nice juke move as he sets him up and gets to about the 45. They're gonna say he's inches short though, with a gain of 10. Cornell Mickens has been an explosive back for the Shamrocks all season. Here's another look at this juke move. Wow, just catches the safety Donnell, and he almost scoops up that first down. So a nice run there by Mickens. Is 2nd down in just inches. There goes a handoff, and Mickens going to get the carry, and he'll fight his way for a first at the 49. So a nice call there. Got some good yards on first down running the ball. Why not get the inches going right back to Mickens? He gets it done, and it's going to set up now 1st and 10 for the offense. Play action. Kel Brom going to look to throw, and out of the backfield, he's got Mickens. Another nice juke move, and he's going to be brought down immediately afterwards for a nice gain of 5. So the Shamrocks approach so far, getting their playmaker the ball. So far, Cornell Mickens has been making some plays, and Mickens is actually in the slot at the top of your screen as well. There's a throw, and over the middle, he finds his tight end, Graham Ferreira, and that's going to be another Shamrocks first down. Really good looking drive here so far for the Shamrocks. Beautiful pass on the money, catching them in stride as Norman was in coverage. It looked like it was man-to-man coverage. Norman couldn't keep up with him on that nice dig route over the middle, and that's 14 yards and a first down for Dublin. Double stack formation here, and a false start by the offensive line. That's going to push him back. That'll actually push them out of field goal range as well. And now it's 1st down and 15. There's a handoff to Mickens, and he'll power his way close to the 35. They're going to say though he's stopped a little bit short. Down at the 36. It's a gain of 2. And it's now 2nd down and 13. Five wide empty set here for Dublin. Here goes Brom looking, throws, quick throw out to Ferreira, and he'll complete his 3rd pass of the day out of 6. The 50% so far is Kel Brom. The coverage has been pretty solid from Toronto, and now here they are facing a crucial 3rd down. Here goes Kel Brom looking, throws, and he's got the completion. Nice catch by Sandy, but I don't think he's got the first down, and he doesn't. Falls inches short, and the Shamrocks going to settle for 3 points. Got to be careful here, too. The Thunderbirds have got to watch out, make sure they don't fake anything, and they don't have to worry about that because they get the block, and here goes the special teams down the left sideline. He's not going to be caught. 20, 10, 5. He's almost got caught, but that's a touchdown, and just like that, the Thunderbirds are on top. The Shamrocks were able to get a blocked punt for a touchdown, and now it's a blocked field goal attempt for a touchdown for the Thunderbirds. And that is going to give them a touchdown lead. What's good, Kyle? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Yeah, he was getting hawked. That was actually the former starter, Jake McCurdy, chasing him down. And he was the holder on that play. He just wasn't fast enough to catch him in time in Toronto. They got some momentum here. They got to close out this game, though. They win this game, like I said, it's going to put them a guaranteed spot in the playoffs, and the extra point is good. In order for the Condors to be kicked out of playoff play, they have to at least have either the Thunderbirds or the Lancers lose their game. If both of those teams win, then they are out, and they will get substituted for those teams that won. And there's goes a short kick. It's Fitch will take it out to about the 29. Short kick, but he will give his team good field position. And so coming back out onto the field is the offense of the Shamrocks. Drove down the field, was able to get in field goal range. Their kick gets blocked and scored for a touchdown, and now they're down by 7. There goes Brom looking to pass. Pressure's coming, and down he goes for a sack. That's Fanani in on a second sack today. They're going to credit him with half a sack as he split that one, I believe, with Malone. And now that's going to bring up second down and 16 for the Shamrocks. A lot of sacks going on here at the start of this game here. Under center is Kel Brown. There goes a handoff. Cornell Mickens not going to be able to get much. He'll get a couple yards, but it's going to bring up now 3rd and 14 for the Shamrocks. Haven't really had much success throwing on this defense. And let's see if Kel Brown can get it done with his arm and pick up 14 yards. There goes Brom looking to throw. And he's got a guy open for a first down. That's the tight end, Graham Ferreira. Almost forgot his name, but there he is coming with a huge catch on a crucial situation. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Big time throw right there by Kel Brom. He had some good protection there in the pocket. He's formed nice around him, and he was able to put that pass on target. Saw the tight end was matched up with the linebacker. He couldn't keep up with him. And we already know that Graham Ferreira is as much as a receiving threat as a receiver when it comes to lining up a linebacker on him. So it's tough to win those on defense. We'll run the ball here on 1st down, and down goes Cornell Mickens as he'll get it close to midfield for a gain of 3. It's going to bring up 2nd down. What's good? I don't know if I'm about your first name right, but Muhammad, is it? I hope I'm saying it right. Appreciate you coming through the live stream, though. 2nd down and 7. Here goes a run, and he gets close to the 1st down as he'll get it to the other 46. And now they'll set up 3rd and 2 for the Shamrocks. So there's 2 yards to get here for the Shamrocks. Can they pick it up? In the gun is Kel Brown. And a false start by the offensive line. I mean, a couple guys moved there, and so that's going to back them up 5 and put them right back across their side of the field at the 49. 3rd down and 7. Double stack formation here with the receivers. There they go looking, setting up a screen, and they cannot get it to work. It's a sack by the defensive tackle Malone. And that's going to bring up 4th down. That's the 5th sack for Toronto today. What's good? Great gaming 912. I'm going to say 912. If it's 912, my bad. But appreciate you coming through the live stream. Appreciate everybody coming through this stream. Huge game here for the Thunderbirds. If they win this game, they're in the playoffs. And we'll be able to see these guys play on Sunday. Big sack there, sets up 4th down. The Shamrocks got to boot this one away. They've been doing it a lot lately. Still no points for them offensively on the board. And it's a nice kick as it bounces inside the 10. Takes a bounce inside the end zone, and it's going to set up now 1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds at the 20. What's good, Jahir Carter? Appreciate you coming through the stream as well. 1st down and 10 here for the Thunderbirds. They're up a touchdown. Let's see if they can add more points to their lead. It's a handoff, and it's Ronnie Nickens running tough, as always, picking up a nice gain of about 5. And looking at his carry for the day and his yardage, had an alarm on. My bad, you guys. I hope that wasn't loud in the speaker. But that's a nice gain of 5. And like I was saying about his carries, he's got 12 carries over 80 yards. He's running pretty solid. They'll go right back to Nickens, and a solid tackle is going to be made there. I believe that's the defensive tackle, Morris, wrapping him up short. And yep, Jonathan Morris, right there. And now it's 3rd and 2. But before we get another play, we've reached the 2-minute warning. Thunderbirds on top of the Shamrocks here, 14-7. So here we are back into this action. Thunderbirds, they got the ball. They have the lead. It's 2 minutes. Most likely going to run the 2-minute offense, and they have also all 3 timeouts, so why not? Crucial 3rd down here, though. Here they are looking to try to throw for it. Hurries up and gets it out to Nickens, but a poorly placed ball as he throws it behind him, and he can't use his momentum to get upfield. So that's a stop for the Thunderbirds. And now for the Shamrocks, and now the Thunderbirds has got to punt it away. He said, "Hey, Thunderbirds, my favorite in this series." That's what's up, man. I mean, it's a big game for them though here. They want to be able to get in the playoffs here. And look at this kick, very short, going up against the wind, but he muffs it, and luckily he's able to field it. So some really tough wind here, of course. I hope we don't see too many punts like that, because, I mean, definitely unrealistic. I hope Madden fixes that in the future. But anyway, 1st down and 10 for the Shamrocks, and they're going to have an opportunity to try to tie this game up before the end of the half. So excellent field position here for Dublin at the 48-yard line of the Thunderbirds. Shotgun for Cale Brom. He's going to have Nickens in the backfield. 1st down, setting up the screen. Looks like he's got the blocks, but they take too long trying to get to the defenders and ends up getting clogged up. Picks up a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. There's John Kramer on the tackle there for the Thunderbirds. He's been a key asset to this defense in their linebacker group. So on 2nd down and 6, Brom going to look to pass again. Here goes an inaccurate throw over the middle, as this one just goes in the gap of the zone defense. Luckily, nobody was aware and made a play on the ball. Could have been intercepted, but luckily incomplete. It's 3rd and 6. Big 3rd down, quick throw, and over the middle, he's got a 1st down as Brom is able to move the chains, connecting with his receiver, Tyrone LaFell. So LaFell able to pick up a 1st down there. Tackle made by Norman. And the Shamrock continue on with their drive. Under a minute now left and counting in the half. Brom's going to look, throws, and off the mark. Had a guy wide open in the flats, and he just could not put it on target. So with that incomplete pass, it now sets up 2nd down and 10 at the 35. There they go. Looks like they're setting up the screen again. They got the blocks, and they got the 1st down, and Moore Nice juke move by Cornell Mickens as he'll drag it all the way out to the 20-yard line. So moving the ball, they're in field goal range. Looking like they're going to get some points before the end of this one. Of course, they're hoping for a touchdown to be able to tie this game up heading into the half. It's going to be a draw play, and Cornell Mickens hitting it out to the left side, to the outside. It doesn't really pick up too much. Picks up about 3, and that's the second timeout that's going to be called by the Shamrocks. Still got ourselves a 7-14 ball game here. And let's see if the Shamrocks can capitalize here before the end of the half and score to try to tie things up. Second down is Brom looking to throw. Pressure in his face. And he's able to get it out to LaFell. He's going to be wrapped up and tackled immediately by Norman. And now it's going to bring up 3rd and 4. And the clock's still running. They haven't burned their last time out yet. Now it seems like they're trying to hurry things up. We've reached now 20 seconds left in this half. Brom's going to look to throw. Gets it out to Ferreira. And he does a good job. It looked like he got it out of bounds, but they had to burn their timeout because the clock didn't stop. There's 1st and goal at the 7. Shotgun here for Cale Brom. Can they get in the end zone? There goes Brom looking to throw. Good protection over the middle. And the tackle is going to be made. And they don't have enough time to get their field goal unit out here, so they're just going to try to hurry up and get this one in the end zone. They want to be able to tie this game up. Brom's going to roll out of the pocket, and here he goes. Nowhere to go. He knows he's going to have to throw it out. And that's going to end the first half of this game. The Thunderbirds on top in this huge game for them to be able to have postseason hopes. And let's see how the Shamrocks will come out in the second half. No offensive production at all. I mean, this offense, they drove down the field there, and I believe that was their best drive of the day. They couldn't capitalize with any points either way. They should have just kicked the field goal or hurry up and spike it on that last play, but they didn't do that. Looking at this game, man, there's been a lot of errors on the offensive side of the ball today. A lot of missed blocking assignments by the offensive lines up front. A lot of sacks, inaccurate throws, interceptions. I mean, it's just been a lot going on here. An ugly first half for both teams offensively and a solid one for both teams defensively. And so the Shamrocks, they're down here in this game. They aren't expected to actually win coming into this game, but they have a shot, so they don't want to go into the half, start out the second half just, like they're out of it right now. I mean, they're down, but if they can pull out this win, it will definitely be a great ending to their season. Well, the defense of the Shamrocks coming back out onto the field. They've been doing a solid job, but they've also been getting helped out by the offense of the Thunderbirds. These guys, like I said, an ugly first half, a lot of mistakes. And here they go, 1st down and 10 at the 30. They'll go with some play action. And here goes LC3 getting hawked down by Brian Poteet. And he's going to have a sack. And Brian Poteet, despite being a defensive end, that guy has got some wheels on him. Hawks down LC3, and it's a sack for a loss of 4. There goes a handoff, and to the outside goes the rookie. Look at him go down the left sideline. He's got one man to beat. Can he beat him? He will. Touchdown, Toronto. What a run by this rookie sensation out of Ohio State. Ronnie Nickens taking it the distance. I did not think he was going to explode for this big of a run, just somehow breaking tackles, shedding it, and just hits the outside and then showing off the speed to cap it off for 6. I mean, that's going to really help out this offense and drain some more momentum out of the Shamrocks. Huge run right there. The extra point is up, and it is good. So the Thunderbirds on top of the Shamrocks here by 14. Score now 21-7. And how will Dublin respond? I mean, their offense, for the first time, going to come back out onto the field. They struggled in the first half. It's a lot going against them right here in the start of this second half, but they've got to make something happen. So out comes the offense. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, and the shotgun is Brom. Pump fake by Brom. He's got some pressure coming in. He's got nobody open, so it results in a throwaway. And so that's a quick 2nd down for the Shamrocks. Sent a lot of pressure there. It was man-to-man coverage as well. Looked like they sent an all-out blitz. Great call against it. Looked like they tried to set up the screen. Here we go, 2nd down and 10. Goes Brom looking to try to pass. He's got some good protection. Throws, and it's going to be completed to Lansana. Does he have a 1st down, though? No, they're going to say he's inches short. And that's Lansana's 2nd catch of the day. And like I said, talking about the Shamrocks, a big part of this team that they need to work on and during the draft is probably just getting better receivers. Their receivers really struggle to get open all season. And it's a huge reason on why they didn't have the success throwing the ball through the air. Here they go running the ball, and that's going to be Cornell Mickens picking up the 1st down. And to continue that, they got Cornell Mickens. That's a good running back. So I doubt that they were going to have to work as far as getting a running back. And his quarterback position, I think they should as well possibly just also include another quarterback out of the draft just in case if things turn out the way it did this season. And there goes another throwaway on 1st down. Kel Brom is an okay quarterback, I'm going to have to say. He's thrown a lot of big game opportunities away. Once he had that 500-yard passing game, he's never been the same, but that's really what gave him the starting role in the first place. Jake McCurdy came back from injury, but they elected not to stay with him. Here we go, 2nd down and 10. He throws the screen. It's Mountain on the reception. And that ball gets thrown right behind him, so that's another loss of yardage. And it's now going to bring up 3rd and 18. Offense, like I said, having a lot of mistakes. Poorly placed ball. That one gets thrown behind him. The pressure was just getting on him. And he had no choice but to dump it away, and it wasn't a good pass. So now 3rd and 18 for the Shamrocks. Goes Brom getting chased down. He gets sacked and fumbles, and it's going to be scooped up by the defense and scored as Malone gets in for the defensive touchdown. And now the Thunderbirds are just absolutely executing on all cylinders. Their offense got on the board, their defense got a touchdown, and so did their special teams. So these guys have scored on every phase of a football game there. Special teams, offense, and defense. Now they've just got a bunch of momentum swinging their way, and it's going to be a tough game for the Shamrocks to come back in. They got to continue to keep this up, though, because with this win, they get that spot in the playoffs, and I know they're going to be so much happy about the fact that they're able to knock out the Marshalls and get their spot. That's really going to help them out. And it's up to the Lancers at 8 o'clock to determine their fate as they face off against the Barons, also at home, and a possible playoff eligibility qualification there for them. So they got to make sure they come up big as well. And just like that, the Shamrocks down 21 points here in the start of this 3rd quarter. So out trots the offense. They just gave up a defensive touchdown. And this is why I said they might got to look for a quarterback of some sort of. I feel the offensive line is still doing a pretty good job blocking. He's getting sacked simply because he doesn't have no weapons really around him, and he's holding on to the ball a little bit too long. 1st down, they're going to run the ball, and Cornell Mickens, all he can do is get it right back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a look at Cornell Mickens from a week ago. Didn't really do all that good. 16 carries for 52 yards. He's already over that here in the start of the 3rd quarter, so a much better game here for him. But his team down heavy, and they might not be able to rely on him as they're down 21 points here in this game. Here goes a screen set up. He's got the blocks, and there goes Mickens trying to evade the tackle. It doesn't work. Nice solid tackle made there by Morincola. He's able to stand him up and make a solid tackle to bring up 3rd and 2. So just 2 yards to get here for the Shamrocks. Let's see if they can get it. 4 receivers set. They got 2 on each side. There's a handoff, and there goes Mickens. He gets just enough for a first down. Going to be chased off from that left side by Nick Mangum. That is a huge first down pickup for the Shamrocks. First down and 10 at the 37 after the carry by Mickens. And for Mickens comes the backup Mountain. He's going to look, throws, and he's got his tight end Sandy for a nice gain as he gets it to about the 44-yard line. Now it's 2nd down and 3. Like I said, the biggest receiving weapons for the Shamrocks have honestly been their tight ends. They got some pretty okay tight ends. I believe their best tight end, of course, is Graham. But other than is Ferreira, actually, Graham Ferreira, he's been the open weapon pretty much every time for this offense. And the receivers just have, on the outsides, have been getting clamped for the most part. Pump fake here, and here goes Brom looking, and he won't get the pass off as he is sacked for the 2nd time by Nick Mangum. That's 1.5 for him on today. And that time it's 1-on-1 with the defensive end, Nick Mangum, who that's a tough guy to block. Comes up big. And he had a guy wide open. He had Lansana just sitting there on the screen. He should have just threw the screen. He hangs onto the ball. Like I said, this is not the offensive lineman's fault. It's just Brom holding on to the ball too long, and he gets sacked. Now it's 3rd and 9. And they pick up this first down. They need 9 yards. Shotgun for Brom. They're going to send a blitz. He's got good protection again. This is a lot of time in the pocket, but he has no choice but to sail it out of bounds. Once again, nobody open. And it brings up 4th down. Here goes the Shamrocks out the punt once again. And this one against the wind, so it's going to be a short one. And it's going to be fielded. And luckily, he didn't fumble that one, but Primelli is going to hang on to it, and the offense is going to come out in excellent field position at the 43. Looking at DeAndre Kane, the rookie out of Duke, number 82. He hasn't had a single touch so far in this game. He's been explosive for the Thunderbirds this season, here in his rookie season. But it doesn't matter quite to him, I'm pretty sure, as his team is up 21 points over top of their division rivals, and they're looking to get in the playoffs. Here goes a run with Nickens, and he'll get it out past the 45 for a gain of 3. What's good, Pizza? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. So a 3-yard gain right there for the Thunderbirds. And they're going to have 3 receivers out wide to the left side, to the right side, excuse me. There goes a handoff, and once again to Mickens they'll go. He'll get it to midfield. And look at the numbers of Mickens today. He's rushed for over 150 yards already in this game at 168. And so they've got to find a way to maintain him. And of course, they also got to worry about the aerial attack. It's just so many threats they got to worry about. These rookies have really shown that they are the real deal. Another run, and this one looks like he may be stopped short. And he is. He's about a yard short, so they're going to have to punt it away. What's good, Tony Ross? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And so the Thunderbirds punting this one away. This one high into the sky. He's got the wind working with him. And it goes in the end zone for a touchback. Well, this offense is going to come back out onto the field. Like I've been saying all game, no production. I mean, these guys just cannot seem to make any big plays at all. The receivers are getting strapped up, just absolutely no outlet for Kale Brom. Kale Brom also holding on to the ball too long when they are open receivers, so the aerial attack just isn't doing all that good. They've only had success running the ball with Cornell Mickens, but as of late, that's been coming to a standstill, as you can see there. Just a gain of 3. It's a decent gain, but For the most part, if they can shut down Cornell Mickens, this offense is going to struggle. But here they are setting up the wide receiver screen. Look at the spin move there by Tyrone LaFell, and that's going to give the Shamrocks a first down. He said, this is where I end up on Dublin. Yeah, Dublin definitely does have some areas they need filled, though. And here goes an incomplete pass. That one off the head of the lineman, actually. Pressure was pushing him back that far that he couldn't even get the pass off. Second down, they're going to run the ball, and down goes Cornell Mickens as Will Norman able to make the tackle for a loss of 2, and now it's 3rd and 12. What's good, Aiden? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Got ourselves a little bit of a blowout here. The Shamrocks in some deep trouble. The Thunderbirds, if they win this game, they are in the RFL playoffs on the NFC side. There goes Brom looking, throws, and there he goes with a first down. Big time first down pickup as he connects with that man, that tight end, Graham Ferreira. Pressure was coming in and hurried up, got that ball off, and it's a big first down pickup. There we go with play action. Once again, setting up a receiver screen. And I think that's enough for a first down. Gets it out to Fitch. And no, they're going to say he just got stopped inches short. It's still a big play right there. That's the first time Lawrence Finch got to touch the ball today. 10-yard pickup. Second down in inches now. Tackle was made there by Donnell, excuse me, and then here we are, 2nd and inches, shotgun for Kel Brom. Will they run it here with Mickens? They will do just that, and they will get a first down. So they continue to keep this drive alive, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 44. Oh, the Dragons ended up actually blowing out the Sentinels. It was another high-scoring game. They won 56-30. A lot of points that got scored in that one. As of late, it's been a lot of points being scored by RFL teams. First and 10 after the run. Play action, Kel Brom rolling out, setting up, and down he goes again for another sack, and that's Jonathan Kramer with the team's 8th sack in the game. That's going to be a huge loss, a loss of 9 yards. Play action just has not been there. Like I said, the receivers are just absolutely strapped up. Nowhere to go with the ball. But he's got to learn to throw the ball away a little bit more when he's got nobody open and pressure coming. And that's why I said these guys struggling at that quarterback position. They need to find themselves a solid quarterback. Most likely going to look for that in the draft or in free agency. But something needs to be done on that side of the ball. Here they go, screen. Got the blocks, and that's going to be Cornell Mickens getting his way down to the 40. It's a nice game. They'll set up now 3rd and 7. Mickens has gotten 6 receptions so far in the day for 44 yards, so they're trying to get him the ball as best they can. They know that's their playmaker, so yeah, they're just going to have to do the best that they can to try to, have him get some touches and make some plays. So now it's 3rd down and 7 here. Shotgun at the 40. There they go, setting up the screen. It's not there again, and again goes Kel Brom for another sack. As Fanene coming up with his 2nd and a half sack on the day. That's 9 sacks in this game for the Thunderbirds. I tell you what, if they get in the first round of the playoffs, whoever they face, that's crazy. Devontae, I didn't know his first name was Devontae, but Devontae Fanning comes up with a huge sack. And like I said, for the opposing team, whoever faces them in the playoffs, they are going to have to watch out for this defensive line. Their defensive lines, especially their defensive ends and their linebacker Norman, those are definitely the key players in this game. But yeah, they're going to have to try to find a way to actually, deal with those guys. Those are some really scary defensive ends off the edge. But the catch going to be caught, and he'll get it to the 38. And now the offense of the Thunderbirds going to come right back out onto the field. Yeah, the Shamrocks offensive line definitely, well, actually, to be honest, the offensive line is doing a pretty good job. It's the quarterback. He's holding on to the ball too long, and the receivers aren't helping by not getting open. Been saying that for pretty much this whole game, and you could tell by just looking at the plays and everything that's been happening. I mean, it's just been absolutely a terrible day, and the offensive line not getting any help. Been a lot of times where he had more than like 4 seconds in the pocket, and he still gets sacked. So can't put that on the line, though. Here we go, 2nd down and 4. Under center is LC3. Going to hand it off once again to Ronnie Nickens, and here he goes up the middle to the 20, and he just gets taken down inside the 15, down at the 11. This rookie has been explosive, rushed for over 1,000 yards this season in his rookie campaign, and man, I've got to say, he's been one of the most explosive rookie running backs in the league. Him and Felton Lewis for the Pioneers. But man, he's definitely in the category to try to win, most likely running back of the year, probably. There's a handoff again to Nickens, and he'll get it inside the 10, down to the 8. And he's rushed for over 200 yards here in this game. He already has the RFL record with the most rushing yards in the game at 313. And here he is, over 200 yards again, which he has done multiple times this season. We'll give the handoff to their backup running back, who's also a rookie. And that's Malcolm McDaniels. He doesn't get much there. And now it's 3rd and 5. McDaniels still in. Shotgun for LC3. He's going to look to throw here. Got good protection. Offensive line holding up good, and he'll get it out to Malcolm McDaniels. But nothing really much to get there. And with that play, that's going to end the 3rd quarter. We are going to the 4th and final. This is a huge game for the Thunderbirds, and they are looking like they're going to run off with this win, man. Down over top of the Shamrocks here, 28-7. So are either of these two teams in the playoffs? No, the Shamrocks definitely aren't in the playoffs. They're 7-8 coming in this game, so yeah, they're not in the playoffs. But the Thunderbirds, if they get this victory, which it looks like they're going to do, they're going to be in the playoffs, and they'll knock out the Marshals. And the field goal attempt is good, and with that, they are now up 24 points. So kickoff once again. This defense of the Thunderbirds has done an excellent job. Still no points offensively for the Shamrocks. So 1st down and 10, ball here at the 30. All in the backfield by himself is Cale Brown. He's going to look to throw, of course, and he'll get it out on a nice little hitch route to LaFell as he'll get it to the 35 for a gain of 5. Second down, here goes Brom again looking to pass, rolling out to the left side. And nobody's going to follow him. He's going to get the 1st down for Dublin as he's swung around for a gain of 9. And that's going to move the chains. 1st down and 10 at the 44. And that's something that Cale Brown most likely is going to have to do a lot more. I mean, his offensive line, like I said, even though he's been sacked 10 times, is still doing a really solid job. So if he can't find a receiver open, he's a mobile quarterback. He might as well just take off and try to get things done himself. 1st down and 10. Here goes a throw over the middle. A dangerous pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Kel Braun, for the most part, has been very inaccurate here. Second down and 10. Here goes Braun looking, throws, and he sails it just a little bit too high. He doesn't get both feet in. He was open too, and that's going to now result in third down now for the Shamrocks. A lot of missed passes coming here for Kel Braun. His team down big, and this is a big third down. Blitz going to be sent, and he's going to throw on the move, and that's going to be broken up, incomplete. And they're going to have to punt it, and some scuffling going on there between Lansana and Morincola. But they're going to have to punt this one away. Great stop right there by the Shamrocks. And look at that, the pass was even off the mark, too high. Morincola gets his hands on it. Trash talking going on. And the Shamrocks are going to go for it. Wow, I do not agree with this decision at all, but they're going to try to go for it on 4th and 10. There goes a throw on the move, intercepted by the Thunderbirds, and they are going to get back on the field offensively at the 31. That's Gary on the pick. His third interception on the season, and man, that was not a smart decision at all by Dublin. I don't know why they even went for it. That was an interception, and look, that was nowhere even near a receiver. Came up really short. And now the Thunderbirds offense going to most likely just come out here, run down the clock. And of course, they got the back to do it in Ronnie Nickens. So there goes a carry. Nickens not going to really get much. We'll get to the 33. It's a gain of 2. And second down and 8. Yeah, Shamrocks definitely are playing awful. For the most part, all season they've played awful. And yeah, that's a big reason on why they're where they're at now. They definitely need some holes to fill in the draft and in free agency. So hopefully they'll do something there. If not, I mean, they do not want a season like this to happen again. So another run with Nickens, and that's going to be no gain on the play. And it's third down and 8. Draw play, and up the middle goes Malcolm McDaniels. And that's not going to be enough for a first down, so they're going to have to punt it. And solid defense there by the Shamrocks. And good decision by the Thunderbirds, just running out the clock, trying to move this game along as fast as they can. They're going to be... I don't see the Shamrocks coming back from this one, so this is a huge win for the Thunderbirds, man. I mean, if they come out on top of this one, it's really going to do a lot for them. I mean, they're going to be in the playoffs, and they're going to have an opportunity to compete for a championship. Yep, Darth Marshals are going to be knocked out of the playoffs. Thunderbirds got the victory. And now we're going to see if the Condors get knocked out of their wild card spot at 8 o'clock, if the Lancers can beat the Barons. And there goes an incomplete pass. Throw out of bounds by Kel Braun. And it brings up second down. Just have not had any success on getting receivers open. I mean, that's been the whole problem all season for them. There goes Braun with a throw over the middle, wide open as he finds LaFell. And so he gets it across midfield to the 36. And that's going to be a big first down for the Shamrocks. He wins right there, man-to-man on that post route, beating Fells. And that's going to help out this offense. See if they can cap this drive off with some points for the first time here in this game. First and 10 at the 36. Here goes Braun looking to pass. Pressure is coming, and he sails this one high into the air, incomplete. So it was some big losses this week, you guys. The Marshals losing their game put them at fault. They had an opportunity. It was 4 games this week that really determined if the team was going to be in the playoffs. Both the Condors and the Marshals lost, so now their spots are in jeopardy. Looks like the Marshals are going to lose theirs because the Shamrocks couldn't get it done and couldn't knock off the Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds here up heavy over top of the Shamrocks. And look at that, that's a false start. Well, actually a holding penalty. He's going to back them up 10 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 20. And so the Marshals are eliminated from the wild card spot that they held. The Condors now have to hope that the Barons can pull off a upset win again over the Lancers. They did it before in the season, but still, man, that's going to be It's going to be tough seeding if the Condors can't get in the playoffs. I mean, they had opportunities. Like I said, all these teams had a chance at the final game of the season to have an opportunity to play. And it seemed like so far the Thunderbirds are the only ones that capitalize. And here goes a screen setup. Nice juke move by Cornell Mickens, but that is going to be well short of a 1st down. And the Shamrock going to have to do what they've been doing all game, and that's punt it away. They have still yet to score on offense. They're going to go for it here, actually, on 4th down. They need 14 yards for a first, so let's see if they can get it. Shotgun is Kel Brom. Here goes Brom looking to try to throw to pick up the first. Takes a shot over the middle, and it's going to be broken up and complete. And the Thunderbirds going to march their offense right back out onto the field. Thunderbirds absolutely dominating the Shamrocks here in this one. There's a counter run play, and there goes another chunk of yards on the ground for Ronnie Nickens. A stiff arm going to help extend him forward for a gain of 9, and now it's 2nd down and 1 for the Thunderbirds. As you can see there from the bottom ticker, the Steamers upsetting a bunch of teams 3 times straight back-to-back, and they kicked 2 teams out of playoff hopes. I mean, they beat the Shamrocks and they beat the Gunners, and I mean, that's just, they ended their season well. I mean, they were 6 and 7, and then just closed out their last 3 games with some big victories, all upsets. So I mean, great season for the Shamrocks. I had to talk about them. Marshals losing their spot now, as we all know, with this victory by the Shamrocks. They're running out the clock, just killing the time. And also, let's talk about the Gunners, man. They had a good run. Their loss to the Steamers ended up getting them out of the playoffs. And I mean, it's just a lot that went on. Ronnie Nickens right there getting another carry up the middle, and that's going to be a 1st down. And he's reached a milestone goal there. I didn't quite see what it was, but he's been just outstanding here in his rookie campaign. I can't wait to see how much even better he gets for next season. It's going to be a tough season to top here. Sophomore slump definitely can happen. Here we go, offset I formation, and they're going to go with a draw, and he will be met in the backfield by Stephen Daly. Excuse me. That's a loss of 3. Speaking of sophomore slumps, someone in particular I would have to say had the worst sophomore slump this season was the Bulldogs quarterback. Timmy Merritt was a rookie the first season and won the RFL championship, the first ever RFL championship for the Bulldogs. We thought that he was going to come in this next season and just absolutely rip it. And he did exactly the opposite, threw more interceptions than touchdowns. He at least ended out the season with a victory, but, I mean, at the end of the day, the season could have went a lot better than it did. At least they finished out without a losing season. They went 8-8, and, you know, there's just a lot to talk about with that team. They need to find a way to bounce back. So a run right there now sets up 4th down, a field goal attempt once again for the Thunderbirds. This is going to put them up by 28. And the kick is just good. Just managed to get that one over the crossbar, and the score now improves 34-7. Here goes the kickoff. Shamrocks. 4 minutes and 50 seconds here left in this game. 3 seconds get ran off on that return, and they still have yet to get any points offensively. The only touchdown they got from a blocked punt for 6, and ever since then, this offense just has not been able to perform. Great job right there by Devontae Fanani, getting his hands in the throwing lane. They try to get the screen over top of his head, puts his hands up, and bats it down incomplete. This offense they just have not adjusted. Have not adjusted at all. It's been an ugly offensive game for them all the way through. And here they are facing 2nd down and 10. Gonna look to throw here. He's got Nickens wide open, and he makes the catch for a decent gain. And it's going to bring up now 3rd and 5. That completion, Kel Brom over 200 yards passing, but it has not been a solid game for him at all. He could not lead his offense down the field. He's been sacked multiple times, mostly due to his fault and the wide receiver. So I'll have to say the only stars here in this game. Look, there goes another sack. That's going to be the corner Fales coming up with his 2nd sack of the game. And that's the 10th sack. I thought they had 10 sacks already, but that's the 10th sack for the Thunderbirds right there. That's a lot of sacks in one game. He's sending that corner blitz there, and it works to perfection. And now that's going to bring up a big 3rd down. No, actually 4th down. Thought it was 3rd. But here they are looking to punt it away and expect the Thunderbirds just to run the clock out. You're just under 4 minutes. And there goes the punt. He's got the win. Fair catch. It looked like he was about to call a fair catch, but they let him rock out. He returned it. He gets it to the 22. And the offense going to come out onto the field with 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. Big game here. Big win for the Thunderbirds. They're projected to win this game, and now they're going to be in the RFL playoffs. Ronnie Nickens, man, over 150 yards rushing in this game. You know how many games that he's rushed for over 100 yards? Not only that, you know how many games he's rushed for over 200 yards? He's rushed for over 200 yards 3 times this season. There's only been about a couple games that he hasn't touched 100. I mean, this guy definitely in the running for Rookie of the Year, Best Running Back of the Year. And as far as awards go, you guys, of course, you guys got to follow me on Twitter, because that's where I do the poll votes. So whoever wins on Madden, of course, you know this league is split into 2 separate franchises. So whoever wins the awards, it's up to you guys to vote who actually wins out of the 2 from each conference. So it's going to be up to you guys to vote who actually wins the award. So I figured that would be a good idea. But we've reached the 2-minute warning. Thunderbirds going to come out here with a huge victory. They're going to be able to have postseason play. And it's crazy. I mean, this team offensively pretty much made out of nothing but rookies. And they managed to get themselves to this point where they're going to be in the playoffs. Got a huge win here at home in front of the home crowd. Here they are punting it away. They're going to be under 2 minutes. A short kick. And it's going to be off the head and recovered by the Thunderbirds. So that's going to really cost them. Of course, they know they weren't going to win this game, but that sucks. I mean, that just bounces right off his head. And it's fielded by the Thunderbirds. So they're going to have an opportunity to run more clock off the board to hurry up and end this game. Absolute blowout here in Toronto. So under 2 minutes, 1 minute and 52 seconds exact left in here. Shotgun for LC3. Here goes a handoff to Ronnie Nickens as he gets it to midfield. Got a couple more runs here, and this one's going to be over. There's another run with Nickens. Excuse me, with Nickens. Said Nickens. It's crazy that both of these running backs have almost the same name. Nickens with an N and Mickens with an M for the Shamrocks. Both of them actually performed pretty solid, though, here today. I mean, pretty solid for the for Cornell Mickens, but for Ronnie Nickens, he performed excellent. Here goes a run by Malcolm McDaniels, and that right there should do it here in this one, as the Thunderbirds are going to clinch a wild card spot in the RFL playoffs. A huge game for them. Their rookies played excellent. I mean, this team, they really deserve it. So no punt's going to be kicked off, and that's going to be the end of the game here in Toronto. The Thunderbirds pick up the victory in blowout fashion, and LC3 is going to have himself postseason play. This was an absolute amazing game for the Thunderbirds, I would have to say. An ugly one offensively for the Shamrocks. So they're going to be now dropping to 7-9 on the season. They couldn't balance their season now with the victory, as of course they're under 500. But the Thunderbirds, a huge win here, and hopefully they can make a statement in the playoffs, because if these guys, these guys just barely getting in, there's going to be some really good teams. You got to look out for the Snowhawks. You got to look out for the Explorers. You got to look out for the Diablos. There's a lot of teams that these guys got to worry about, and they're going to have to really step their game up here. They stepped up big, stepped up to the plate, won the game that they should have, and now they are in the wild card spot, looking to play in the first round on Sunday, which we cannot wait for on Madden 18 gameplay. And look at this, passing yards, 18 for the Thunderbirds. Oh my God, I didn't even look at that. That's crazy. What's good, Famous Hairstyle Swag? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And so looking at this game, Leonard Corbin III was only 8 for 14 and only had 34 yards. And it was 57%. No touchdown and interception. So these quarterbacks on both sides played terrible. But LC3 just took whatever was available, and they really ran the ball, and it worked out for themselves. Really doesn't matter for them. Cornell Mickens, another game over 200 yards. He rushed for 256 on 31 carries, had a touchdown. This guy was absolutely balling. Then Cornell Mickens, he did his thing as well, but he just couldn't come up big for his team. His team loses, and he had 22 carries for 78 yards, no touchdowns on the day. They try to get him involved also through the air. And then Malcolm McDaniels, also the rookie for the Thunderbirds, getting some quality touches, 6 carries for 24 yards and a touchdown as well. So both running backs scoring touchdowns for the Thunderbirds. And then looking at the receivers, no receivers stood out at all, except for the tight end actually for the Shamrock. Graham Ferreira leading all receivers with 65 yards off of 6 catches. And there was no receiving touchdowns at all in this game. So a lot of errors were going on in the passing game, really, for both teams. Defensively, Wayne Norman, he had the most tackles, 12 tackles, 9 solo, and 3 assists. He had also a tackle for loss. Leading in tackles for loss, you had the defensive tackle for the Shamrocks, John Morris. He had 2, as well as the strong safety for the Shamrock, Kevin McNeil. And look at this, defensive tackle had 10 tackles in this game as well. So big game for him. But unfortunately, as we know, they take the L. Kevin McNeil had himself 9. So they had some pretty solid gains. A lot of sacks here in this game. Devontae Fanani led in sacks with 2.5. And you had this cornerback, Dejan Fells. He had himself 2 at the cornerback position. Brian Poteet 2. Brandon Malone had a 1.5. Nick Mangum 1.5. There's a lot of sacks. Jordan Kramer 1. Caesar Norwell 1. And Clifton Donnell had 1 earlier in the start of the game. And then a half a sack for Ben Nietzsche. But, interceptions. It was Jaquaylin Gary had a pick, and so did DeMarcus Mangum. So that's going to do it here. The Thunderbirds capitalized, man. They end up winning this game here at home. They were projected to win, but it was a huge win because now we're going to see them in the RFL playoffs for the first time. Of course, this is the start of this is the first year for their franchise. It's the first year for every franchise on the NFC side. And so to make it into the playoffs, that's a big deal. And so with this win, the Marshals are now kicked out of the wild card spot. And I mean, they got to feel some type of way, especially losing their last game against the Steamers. The Steamers were a hot team, and they steamrolled their way out to a winning season, going 9-7. and had some huge games to end out the season, winning their last 3. I mean, it was a great season for them, despite not being able to be in the playoffs. And as for the Thunderbirds, they capitalize, take advantage, and they roll out of here at home in Toronto with a huge win over their division rivals, beating the Shamrocks 34-7. So that's going to do it, you guys. One more live stream at 8 o'clock. Another team is going to have their fate in their hands, as it's the last game, of course, of the season for the Lancers, and they are going to have to beat the Barons, who beat them earlier in the season, in order to have a postseason. If not, that means that the Condors will hold on and clinch that last wild card spot in the RFL playoffs on the NFC side. And if they do win, then that means that the Lancers are in. It's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator, and I will see you guys at 8 o'clock. Peace.